Hey boys and girls, and welcome to shorter attention what I was doing and things like that. Hopefully it helps you out, you know, hopefully. How's it going, everybody? Just stopping in, wanted to give you a quick tour. We are in Carlsbad Cavern today, and it's part of our 4-day relaxing weekend, trying to get out and, you know, enjoy life. You know, we've been working a lot, and I want to take a second to, you know, thank everybody that's been working their tails off and, you know, just unwind. So, as part of that, the story time videos I'm doing, I'm going to be talking about 4 things instead of talking about the book. I'm going to talk about things like anger and pride, jealousy, and glory. What's going on? Do you guys want to say hi? Yeah, making a video.
Why?
Going live. I'm thanking everybody. Oh, okay. Yeah. What do you think of?
We're going live.
Yeah. No, we're not going live. Y'all keep walking. What's wrong with y'all?
It's a boob.
Oh, that is a boob. Right on. Yeah, check that out. So what I said, it was pride, jealousy, anger, and downtime. My bad, the last one was downtime. So, today, I want to talk about pride a little bit. And talk about how being proud can prevent you from things that you want in your life. Much like these 2 rocks here trying to touch each other. You know, good metaphor. If you let your pride get in the way, you won't be able to get what you want. And, you know, when it comes down to it, whenever you're trying to be, you know, whatever the case is, a good person, bad person, whatever, you know, you gotta put that aside. Check all that out. Oh, right on. I'll get back to the tour here in a second, but yeah, you gotta put that aside, man, because if you let that get in the way, then what's gonna happen is you're gonna hurt yourself in the future. So, food for thought today. I'll come back later. Have a good one. How's it going, everybody? So yesterday we talked about pride, and today we're going to talk a little bit about resiliency. But, you fuckers want to say hi? Hi. Yeah. The reason we talk about resiliency is because we climbed the top of a fucking mountain. So yeah, just whatever you guys are fucking going through some shit. Yeah. Well, whatever you're going through some shit, and you ever think you're never going to hit your goal or anything like that, what keeps you going is your own resiliency. And just like climbing a mountain, you know, sometimes you got to stop and take a break, but for the most part, if you keep going, you keep putting your head down, you keep grinding, you'll get to where you need to go, whether that's recovery, your own life, whatever the case may be. So just remember, stay resilient, stay resolved, and you get to see some cool shit. So, anywho, Dave, you want to do some push-ups?
Yeah.
Damn it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the story that we're continuing on this past weekend. So I had planned to talk about 4 different things. I was going to talk about pride, resiliency, jealousy, and anger. But after the hike on Saturday, we hiked to the peak. We came back and we were all pretty beat up and tired. So we ended up just going out to the springs out at Guadalupe Mountain National Park and then going home from there. So I'm going to finish up the video today. So this whole thing is just going to be about pride, resiliency, and humility. So I think humility is a very important thing to have, and I'm going to talk a little bit about a lot of good things that have been happening in my life, and I'll explain why that's important here in a second. So, you know, this past weekend I got to take the weekend off. I got to spend it with some of my best friends, and you know, we went and hiked the highest peak in Texas, got to see Carlsbad Cavern, all that fun stuff, and it was awesome. It was really good to actually sit and have these conversations and spend time with these people. It was a lot of fun. You know, I came home and I got to see that after 2 years and 4 failed attempts at trying, I finally was accepted into UTSA. So all that hard work is finally paying off. This past week, I was approved for a home loan. So by the end of the year, I plan on buying my first house. And with the foundation, over the past 3 months, I've been working with the San Antonio Police Department, trying to start a support group for our police officers here in town. And finally, I was able to meet their mental health providers this past week, and they were completely on board with everything we got going on. So there's a lot of good things going on in my life, but I'm not saying that to gloat. I'm saying that because over the past 2.5 years, I've been working on myself, and I've been putting in the work. And like, the reason this is important to me is the fact that, you know, 2 years ago now, I put a gun in my mouth and I wanted to end it all. And had I done so, you know, I would not have been able to sit here and say that. I wouldn't be able to say, hey, you know, I've got these 2 girls here. I've got, you know, I'm renting a house right now. I'm doing all this cool stuff. I don't like to talk a lot about me, but the truth is, had I taken my own life, I would not be able to talk about that stuff. So I try to stay humble in the fact that I would not be here today had it not been for a few key people in my life. So I've said it before, I'll say it 1,000 times. Without my ex-fiance, I wouldn't honestly be here. I wouldn't be the guy I am today. I wouldn't have been motivated to do a lot of things I have done to this point. So, you know, wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, I hope you're happy and, you know, you're healthy. You know, I've got a lot of good friends and a lot of great family that stood by me through all the thick and thin BS. So I do appreciate you guys standing there and you know, just standing by me whenever I was making it tough to just stand by myself. I think it's important to talk about humility because I've met a lot of people and working with veterans, a lot of vets that have this sense of entitlement, that think that, you know, since I'm a veteran, I am entitled to this. Since I've served, I am entitled to this. And I look at it like this. You're looking for a handout. You're looking for someone to take care of you when you get out. And this is an unpopular opinion I have, but it's going to piss a lot of people off, but hopefully it'll wake a lot of people up. So a lot of what we do with Honor 22 is the fact that we make this bridging community so that way we can talk about the needs of veterans and first responders as well as the needs of our civilian counterparts. And a lot of people think that, oh, just because, you know, you're a veteran, that civilians aren't going to understand what you're going through, aren't going to understand your needs. And that's true. That's very true. Civilians are never going to know what it's like to serve. They're never going to know what it's like to wear a uniform. They're never going to know what it's like to go into combat unless they do it. But that doesn't mean that they don't care about you. That doesn't mean that they don't want to support you and want to help you and want to understand. And the only person that you are hurting whenever you are using this entitlement, whenever you're sitting here saying, well, you're never going to understand, you know, you might as well just walk away, yada, yada, yada. The only person that you're hurting is yourself, because at the end of the day, not everybody you meet is a veteran. 90% of the people you meet in your life are going to be just normal, everyday people. And if you walk around with your life with a sense of entitlement, like, hey, I'm better than you as a veteran, as, you know, as a combat veteran, whatever the case may be, if you walk around with that sense of entitlement, you're never going to be able to build these relationships with these people. You're never going to be able to build this rapport with this person because you're always going to think of them as inferior, when in reality, they're not. You know, newsflash, man, just because you served the country doesn't mean that you're fucking, you're entitled to anything. The truth is, everything that we've gotten since we've gotten out of the military has been a gift, and that's been gifted to us from previous veterans, from folks that have gotten out and have struggled and gone through things, want to make it easier for other veterans when they get out. You know, the fact that people come up and thank us for our service is huge, considering the fact that not some 40 some odd years ago, our vets were coming back from Vietnam and getting spit on, you know? And a lot of guys sit here and say, and I've been guilty of this too, you know, I hated it when people thanked me for my service. You know, I didn't think I did enough. But the truth is, you know, now I've thought about it. Now when people thank me for my service, I say, no, thank you for your support, because they don't have to do it. They don't have to support you. These service providers that are out there trying to help you out don't have to do what they're doing. That is something I want to make very crystal clear. Everything that's out there to set up for veterans to help them out does not need to be there, because at one point in your life, you volunteered, okay? You signed up to serve. So everything that happened is a result of that service. Now, granted, I am very thankful for everybody that's out there putting it out there that they want to help vets, that they want to do things for veterans. I love everything about that. Again, because they don't have to do it. So be humble. That's the last part of this video that I want to focus on, is just be humble. Be humble in your own life, be humble in your own experience, you know, be humble in your own recovery, whatever the case may be. if you're going through, you know, therapy or something, be humble and thankful for the people that are standing there for you. If you're going through school and you're struggling with it, be humble and thankful for the people helping you out. If you're just, you know, working 9 to 5, whatever the case may be humble and thankful that you have a job and a roof over your head. Okay? Get rid of that bullshit entitlement. Just because you are a veteran does not make you special. What makes you special is the fact that you came home and you wanted to build something more than you wanted to build your identity more than just the fact that you were a veteran. Okay? Rocco Vargas, you know, I talked to him a couple months ago, and he had his video out there that's famous for saying, you know, he used to idolize these veterans at the VFW that always had these war stories. And, you know, it was one of the coolest things he ever experienced. And after he got out, he asked himself, do I want to be that guy that the only thing I'm known for is my war stories? Or do I want to be the guy that's known for something else and that war story is just a chapter of my life? That's where I'm at, and that's where I hope a lot of you guys that are watching these videos want to get to as well. You know, granted, when we served our country, it was great. We did an honorable thing. But that doesn't define us. That doesn't mean that has to define us for the rest of our lives. It doesn't mean that if you saw some fucked up shit, that fucked up shit defines you for the rest of your life. It doesn't. You are a person. You are an individual now. And I want you to focus on that, and I want you to be humble in that experience. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that, well, actually I hope you enjoyed the several videos. I hope that, you know, if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, you know, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you got to do, man. If you leave a note, I will get back to it whenever I can. You know, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy watching these push-ups on top of the mountain. And as always, you know, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Yeah, right. You going?
Go ahead.
All right, sweet. Let's do some push-ups. Please don't fall. Hey. I'm telling you right now, these are the reason I'm not going to be able to make it to the bottom. Hey.
Just like that.
Shorty shorts.
Still waiting on Mike.
Woo! Thanks, boys.
Strike a pose, make those shorts sexy, boys.
Yeah, all right, good team. Let's see what it's like. Yeah, you're ready.